Today's podcast is about how much of a genius I am. Where they were falling down was the add to cart to checkout. You on your laptop, me and my phone, have a look at what the user journey is. Lo and behold, we have this pop-up. Can you just turn this off today? Such a difference. Straight away.
They could actually turn up the ads and do more ads. They've got a business now.
Welcome to the Fake Marketer, everyone.
Hi. I never know what I'm supposed to say at that bit.
No, I got a little bit confused. How are we, Nick?
All right. You could probably just go, hey, welcome to the Fake Marketer.
Hey, welcome to the Fake Marketer, everyone.
With myself, Nick Boddington.
Nick and James are back. Woo!
Sort of thing.
Yeah, you all right?
Yeah, good. To you?
Yeah, I'm all right. I'm a bit tired now.
How did your run go? Have you had a run?
So we haven't had a bit of running chat for Paul.
It's actually been a bit of a...
So I've been really injured. Really injured.
Really gravely injured.
Yeah, I've had to defer all my races for a year.
What about
Has that actually happened then? You can't do it?
Yesterday.
the 100-mile thing?
Deferred it.
Oh.
I've had to defer it a year.
Gutted.
Which can't, because it's 80 days away and I can't train.
But you saw your physio and he said, see how it goes on a 5k run. Did you do the 5k run?
No, I did 3.5 on Friday. And it was fine, but you could still feel it. So I'm like, did 5k this morning,
Gutted.
which was better.
So what are you gonna do for
It's just rehab. I'll do some races, but short ones,
They
just
won't be
slow, and just rehab it, and just start again. Really, go to the gun show.
Yeah.
I'm actually looking pretty ripped at the minute.
I'm gonna go after this.
Yeah, so am I.
Good. Well,
Yeah.
I didn't know if you were or not.
No,
We're obviously
yeah.
going to go together and hold
I
each other's
fed
hand.
yesterday as well, so
Yeah, I fed yes.
yeah. Zegans, Michael. So I'm not running.
Gutted to hear that. Sorry to hear that.
Yeah, bought a load of gear for the running show, and that's just sitting in my office doing an absolute diddly squat. So that's that. Yeah. What about you? Doing much?
Just feeding the guns. Getting ready for summer now.
I spoke about it yesterday, actually. So, Stagger's really into his ice baths.
Yeah.
So, Nick's into them now.
Yeah.
He sits in there for like 20 minutes.
I'd like to know, actually, from him, because I'm a bit concerned with mine. Now it's getting warmer.
Are you still doing yours?
Yeah, every day. But it's not quite an ice bath now at 8 to 10 degrees. Now, you still feel a feeling at 8 to 10. You still get in and go, ooh, that's cheeky.
I think that's enough.
They say you still get the effects up to 10 degrees.
There you go.
But come 25 degrees, 18 degrees outside temperature, that's going to start rising to 12, 15 degrees. When I go wakeboarding in summer, that temperature
15?
of the water, we go in the water at about 17. The season starts about 17 degrees.
Oh, wow. Okay.
That can go up to 22 degrees in the water.
Okay.
My ice bath is not going to be an ice bath. It's going to be a bath.
It's just a bath at that point.
Yeah.
With green algae growing in it.
Right, anyway.
I'd ask him what he does, because I'm not at the point in my life that I want to spend 600 quid to $1,000 on a...
I thought you weren't supposed to be in them that long. Didn't you say you're only supposed to be in it for a certain amount of time?
Yeah, but what do you mean?
My mate just sits in there for like 20 minutes. Stagger just sits in the lap.
Yeah, I've got longer and longer. No, but what I'm saying is the water's not going to be... Come summer,
Yeah.
I'm letting Mother Nature give me the
No.
temperature. And she's going to warm it up.
So, apart from your ice baths, Nick, have you seen any marketing this week?
I've seen some great marketing this
So
week.
this is again on everyone's lips.
Yeah.
What have you seen this week that has that sparked your interest?
I would say that one of them, I'm a bit late on it actually, because I've come in all excited and said, "You've seen a great ad," given it to Michael for him to put up onto the podcast, onto the video or whatever, and he went, "Oh, yeah, this was last year's."
No, it's 5 years ago.
It's 5 years ago, and it popped up on my TikTok.
Well, I suppose it's because the new Deadpool stuff's coming out, but this was for that old.
You know this one, Beckham Deadpool one?
Did he actually send you this?
Yeah, what date is it?
You just told me 5 years ago.
It's popped up like it's a new thing, because Deadpool 3 is coming out.
2018.
Are you into the Deadpools?
Yes, brilliant.
Yeah, Deadpool 3 is coming out soon. And because I saw a trailer for it, I was like, oh, DB's got back involved.
He was like, "Oh, have you heard about this thing called Spotify?" it's a new.
Can I change it then? There's another one. How many podcasts are we filming today?
We can do two. I don't have to be home late.
Okay, well, I'll wait. So, yeah, that was my one.
Okay.
I don't actually know what this ad's about. Is it
So,
this one?
Oh, it's basically...
it's just a trailer, isn't
It's
it?
ripping the... So it's basically going against David Beckham. And fair play, right, So I'm going to bring something else up on this, talking about just like employees in this world. You know, we have this like thing now where it's just like, what do we call them? Employees that are basically, I can't come in today. I've got mindfulness and all this sort of stuff. What's it called?
Lazy?
Wokes.
Oh,
That's what they call a woke. David Beckham, right? Can you imagine?
I don't know where this is going.
Can you imagine what David Beckham went through with his voice when he became famous? Everyone's taking the mickey out of his voice, aren't they? Hi, my name's David Beckham. Okay, he's triumphed through his career. He's had to deal with it. I'm sure there were some nights where he would sit there with Victoria and go, "I can't believe how much every tabloid is taking the mickey out of the way I speak." That's going to get you, isn't it? Mm-hmm. No matter how tough you are, it's going to get you. That advert is Deadpool going, "I can't believe how high-pitched David Beckham's voice is." And that's the whole video, and he's gone along with it. Fair play. Now he's just like, whatever. But that would have been something that would have killed him at some point in his life. Play it. What was your advert, James?
I can't believe you didn't see that. You need to edit all that out, by the way, especially the pauses.
Yeah,
that's fine.
Please, if we can. So I was in Gotham at the weekend again.
Gotham
City. Oh yeah. Birmingham.
All right. Oh, is this
where
what
Jason?
you call it?
Yeah, from where Jason's from.
Because of Gotham.
Whenever Jason uploads like an Instagram story of him in like Birmingham City Centre, he just tags the location as Gotham.
Is that what he does?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Pretty accurate.
yeah, it's not far off. So I got the training, and I saw. Actually, we'll do this one. I saw when I was walking through the Bullring, a Huel vending machine.
Talk about Huel a lot in this.
We love Huel.
We do.
The Huel.
A Huel vending machine.
Nick.
Oh yeah, there's one of those in the Bullring.
Fair play.
Oh really? The one that?
Oh, you mean the one?
The one I'm talking about?
Are you actually listening to this?
No, I didn't. I thought you said you got the train, so I thought you meant
Into Birmingham, and I went into the Bullring.
And as he was walking through the Bullring,
Can I finish my story, Michael?
Yeah, you can say.
Okay, thank you. And it's Monday, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, right. So I was walking over the Bullring. I could have throttled you this morning. Right, so the Bullring.
doing a podcast.
Oh, honestly.
Every week we
Every
do the
week,
same
unless
thing.
I say no.
And we've only cancelled it twice in all that time.
Yeah, we've been going. Right, anyway, so this is it.
Huh? It's like I like the way that's cool. The way it's got it's like the Red Bull on the top,
it's got
isn't
like
it?
The bottle on the top. Yeah.
Just the camera there, look. Yeah.
I've got it up on here.
Yeah, no, I'm just trying to be cool with the editing.
Fair play.
And do you know what? It stood out so much. It was. I saw them for.
Did you want to buy one?
No, because I was.
Think they cost the same at that as they do like in a supermarket.
Well, these ones were for only for the caffeine, like the cherry and raspberry, sort of like soft
cans.
drinks. Yeah.
I've not seen those.
Yeah, I didn't even know they did those.
Yeah. So, but no, very good. It caught my attention and went, okay, that was cool.
A cherry and raspberry like clear whey one.
No, it's not clear whey. It's like a vitamin. It's like a caffeine drink.
Do you, by any chance, know how much they were charging?
No, I didn't click on it. I was with Queen. I was trying to look at.
Yeah, I think there's one in the Bullring and one in New Street.
Okay.
Like so if I was out and I was in an area like the Bullring or whatever, and I was hungry and I don't want to pay 10 quid for lunch, I would stop and get one of those.
No, it's good. Well, so really,
And I could argue to myself, why haven't I done that already? But not everywhere sells them, do they?
no, it's good.
Good idea.
I
Yeah,
think
it's really good.
Good idea.
Yeah, no, I liked it. I liked the top. I liked it was catching, different than all the other ones. Yeah, it was good. Very good.
Growing into a big brand, that isn't it?
Well done, Bartlett.
Going into a big brand.
I keep getting that ad. I was saying to Nick, I've been getting that ad still. You know, the one about the greens.
Rob Beckett's done another video about it, actually, which is absolutely
Is they on his own channel, are they? I might have
Just
I love
try
those
it.
Have you seen it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good, isn't it?
I was another advert I saw talking Rob.
No. We're going on. No, that's not how this podcast works, Nick. Okay, we've done our bit. You did yours, I did mine.
Yeah.
Now, next we're going to discuss what...
Just love talking nerds.
Yeah, what today's podcast is all about.
New whiteboard. Blackboard.
So today's podcast is about
Website forms.
how much of a genius I am.
Yeah. I'll give you that for that.
Yeah?
Yeah, I have to.
Short podcast then.
So Nick called me.
It's actually my job. I didn't do it.
No, he didn't.
I didn't do it. So
So should we be context to it? Should we tell the story?
yeah.
So like now you can like go, ooh, you know, when you go back in time.
We'll finish off with a conclusion because it's been based on the 14-day topic of us in an agency, hasn't it?
Yeah.
Sharing other people's knowledge.
Genius. So we've got an ads clinic client. Ads clinic.
If you need help with your ads, Facebook ads, and you can't afford an agency, go to the adsclinic.com.
Yep.
And you can have a 30-minute thing with me. Maybe you want James.
Free consultation.
After this, you might want James for the free consultation.
Well, you know, who knows? As clinic client, Positive Science people, they're a small outfit who sell collagen tablets, some gut health related.
Vegan collagen.
Vegan collagen, sorry.
Collar vegan.
Collar vegan. Okay, right. Some tablets, right, that make you feel really nice. But they really struggled for the last year to get the price sub 20 quid. It was sort of stabilising between 20 and 25 pounds. Now, for them to make a decent margin, a decent profit as a business, they need to be doing a cost per acquisition of less than 15 quid, I think you mentioned.
Yeah.
So we've been running the ads, or
month?
Yeah, about 4 weeks. And because there's not a huge amount of data, we had to let it run for quite a while. It was only then when we sat down on Friday when you popped in the office. And I said, pull the figures up. Let's just look at, a holistic view of the entire account. And we noticed, didn't we, actually?
I've got a little bit of a backstory to it, actually, to add to this.
Sorry, go on.
No, it helps with the whole thing.
Yeah.
There is a lot of data, actually, because they've run loads of stuff before. But they thought it hasn't worked properly since iOS. And it's kind of been going up since then. And they thought it was like, well, if we had it once, we must be able to get it again. So all the ads that I was re-churning and stuff like this were to do with what they thought it was.
Yeah.
And then I was like, well, how can something have worked like 8 months ago, and then you jiggery poker a bit and get it going again and be so far off? That's where I was stuck. And I was stuck in the place of trying to figure out how to make an ad work and your new set of eyes continue.
Okay. So no, there wasn't loads. There was lots of data, but in terms of new data, data that's actual, reliable in terms of what we've done, there wasn't tons of it because the daily spend is quite low. So, but looking at it very quickly, I could see that actually the actually getting people from the platform, Meta in this case, to see the product, to add to cart was brilliant. Where they were falling down was the add to cart to checkout and actually going in and purchasing the product. So Sandra actually came over and we have a chat about it, weren't we? I said, actually, let's just, both on our phones now, you on your laptop, me on my phone, have a look at, if we were to add a product to the cart, what the user journey is. And lo and behold, we had this pop-up, which was a conversion bear one.
Conversion bear. It was covering up a pop-up that was already there. So they already had your standard Shopify
5%,
£5 off, which is a bloody good deal because it's a £22 product. You get £5 off for giving us your email address. You would, wouldn't you?
Yep.
Like we talk about these sort of things on this podcast. You absolutely would go for £5 off a £22 product. But the minute that pops up, a second later, a Great Bear, is it? Is that like a brand?
Conversion Bear.
Conversion Bear pops up over the top with loads of small text. Do this. It's like as if it was like focusing on more of the subscription.
Well, it's that, and
thing,
also the
it?
upsell. So trying to cross sell you different products. That's what Conversion Bear is really good for. But for a product and a website of that nature, they don't. It's not a website you'd browse. It's not like a fashion retailer where you'd have loads of different products you'd search around, or an Amazon where you'd search. You'd literally go in for really the product you want. You go out and you check out. But clearly that was making such a difference. You could say, straight away. So we actually asked Sandra, didn't we? Look, can you just turn this off today? And that was Friday, wasn't it? Friday afternoon. We spoke on this morning, and was that Thursday?
No, it was Thursday afternoon. Thursday.
It was
Wednesday.
No, Wednesday maybe.
Wednesday. Turned it off, and then she went and turned it off then, and then your mate had said. Who runs her stuff had said, I'll look at that conversion bear as well, or I'll look at the checkout, because her checkout, when someone adds a cart, it just pops up our pet hate, isn't it? Where the little basket icon on the top right hand side just goes 1, and it's like, oh, so I have to go up there,
it
do
doesn't
I?
drop into like the big.
Or come out to the side, or your whole screen. So he changed it to the half the screen comes
Yeah.
out from the right, and it gives you a checkout, and you can just go process to checkout. And they've gone from an average of one order a day at £20 spent, so 20, it ends up being 25 quid an order, average order, to 10 to 12 pounds. So it's completely hard. It's basically put their business in a position that they could actually turn up the ads and do more ads, because if that conversion carries on like that, they've got a business now.
Love that.
Yeah, very good.
All from James's big brain.
I think the more what.
So,
Thank you very much.
yeah, that's right.
Well
I'm a
Genius.
done. Genius.
I think the conclusion of that, though, is what we've been speaking about in an agency, haven't we? Where we've got client accounts, big client accounts, where we've gone, we need to be consulting more often about what we can do on an account to make it bigger. And that's like bringing someone in for that expertise or that from expertise, because that just kind of proves, I'm sitting on these ads calls with them, I'm looking at all the different things. I've gone through, when I first took that account on, the conversion metrics of landing page views to clicks to add to cart, blah, blah. And it was all textbook. I remember saying to them, this is all textbook, but we need to get that add to cart lower. And I remember scratching my head and just going, well, for the last couple of weeks, just going, why can't I get that add to cart lower? All it took was you coming in with a new pair of eyes and go, well, what's the checkout like? And I hadn't even gone there on the checkout, which is really bad because it should have been one of my tick box things to do. But it just kind of shows that you can just get lost in trying to fix something and not look at not obvious to what we do. And just not look at something is like hiding in plain sight. Is that the phrasing? Like hiding in plain sight or something?
Nick, that's a phrase you've got correct, yeah?
Yeah, hiding in plain sight. And it was one that when we've done stuff like this in the past, actually years ago, when we first started, we had a few e-commerce clients, and we found all of them like this, didn't we? And it was like, okay, yeah, that's great. Yeah, that conversion rate, blah blah blah. Yeah, they all work. Right, what's the checkout like? Didn't even look at it this time. Bad.
No, but it's amazing, isn't it? How one little, and you know, Sandra is a good example of where, you know, she's seen conversion bar and gone, brilliant, I can increase my cart value from 25 to 45. Wow, that's amazing. Well, actually, it's done the opposite effect, hasn't it? It's reduced your orders, and it's not increased your add to cart, your basket value.
Yeah.
So, essentially pointless. Now, there are businesses and there are e-commerce websites that those type of things work, but you've got to really understand the user and actually think, look, although we really want to increase the basket value, is there actually an opportunity, or is it easy just to get them in for that first sale and then upsell them once they're in, rather than try and complicate and create another barrier?
Yeah, I think you could probably do, if they started with this way first, then start looking at all the different add-ons. Once you already know stuff, you know your conversion rates, don't you? And you think, okay, well, if we know we do this, we add something on, and then 2 weeks later our cost per CPA has gone up to £22, you know that thing you've just added on was bad. But then, are they at fault? I mean, you've got a Shopify site. Shopify's got all these add-ons. It's advertising. Suddenly, do you know what I mean? And it's like, we can make you money. This can make you money. This can make you more money.
Well, they're definitely at fault because they put it on. You know,
Yeah.
that's the they're brilliant, but it is their fault. I think I was actually speaking to Dale at Strategic, actually, who's their head of paid media on their side, and he was telling me about a client they're working with at the moment where there's one of their travel clients who wants to change a lot of different things on their website, and he said, well, I can change all of this within the next 2 weeks, but we don't know which one's going to help
Because you're doing it all at the same time.
all the same time. Now, he had to go ahead and do it, but the client came back to them and went, oh, which one worked? And he went, you've seen my hypothesis. I don't know, because I've had to change all these 6 things in one go. I can't tell you if it's that particular, I don't know what they were
you
exactly.
have to test one thing at a time.
Now, that should have been a trigger for them. That should have been a trigger. Well, again, I know iOS sort of came in the same one, but same breadth, but it's like, well, actually, we've turned that on and it's gone up. Let's just turn it back off.
Yeah.
And just see if that was the reason why our CPA skyrocketed, and lo and behold, it was. But like I said, it's just a fresh pair of eyes.
Yeah.
Because especially when you're in it day to day, the ads and people, again, small business owners, marketing managers who are in the tools day to day, sometimes you do just need that sort of fresh pair.
Absolutely.
Can't see the wood from the trees, believe it.
Love it. Can't see the wood through the trees.
That one. Yeah.
Don't get that one though.
What do you mean?
That phrase.
We're not going to phrase.
No. Can't see the wood.
Yeah.
Through the trees.
For the trees.
For the trees.
Did you say through or for?
For. Well, it's on camera, so you'll find out.
No, we said for.
Yeah.
So you can't see the wood for the trees. So the trees are actually made of wood, but you can't see the wood because it's a tree at this point.
trees that's like you can't actually see what you're looking
Okay.
Cool.
Etymology with
What?
etymology.
I did some bit of research actually. I told you off for something a while back. You don't have a clue what this is, where this is going. But this isn't genius. This is speech impediment turns out being right. Actually, as an example, when you do the marketing push, you go without further ado.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's incorrect.
No, it's not.
Hear me out. It's without further ado. Okay? That's what people say. Without further ado. We could find a million clips now. Further ado.
Okay.
Okay? But you say without
Due.
further ado,
Yeah.
which is incorrect. So I researched it. And originally, we'd have to look at this because I don't know it. Due is actually the right terminology. And over years and years and years, it's become further ado.
I never knew that. I generally thought I was correct. I didn't.
No, you were wrong compared to everyone else, but you're actually right compared to everyone else.
No.
You were historically right, but now you'd be wrong.
No. I'm OG, mate. I'm an OG.
So, like, if you play.
No.
In fact, should we find out what this is actually now?
No,
Just Google it. Is it further ado or further ado? Without further ado. Let's start the game. So without further ado, let's get it right into it. See?
Ado is an old word for fuss or commotion. So like without further like commotion.
Motion. Let's just crack on. Okay, that's fine. So,
But I found a better thing because ado actually turned into a longer word, which actually is pronounced
like this.
adieu. There you go,
like French.
adieu. That's how it was. It's French. That's it. It's French.
Adieu.
Adieu. Without further ado, and we've made it into. Like the Steve Bartlett's of the world will go without further ado.
No. Well, again, OG. So I knew this.
Oh, don't claim this one. Don't claim this like you
Nick,
knew it.
I've never said ado in my
It's
life.
actually ado. You do say ado. Further ado.
I say adieu.
Oh no, further ado. Yeah.
Yeah, I say adieu.
Adieu.
Yeah, because I'm an OG.
So now what you just need to do is get a little bit of a French accent on it, and you'll be absolutely
Adieu.
perfection then. And so thank you for coming to the marketing push. And without further ado, we'll like to welcome Matthew.
Just quick shout out because it'll be around that time. So the marketing push is live on the 28th of March. DMS agency, Give panel, and Jake's doing a talk.
Jake.
Jake.
Is it?
Okay.
Yeah.
What were you going to say
I
then?
was going to say, it'll be a 2 a.m. job, won't it? Night before. Without any doubt on that one.
And it'll be just beforehand. He'll be standing. It's in March, okay. So he'll be wearing his jeans, his trainers, and his nice blue jumper with a little zip, right? With a shirt underneath,
Yeah.
and he'll have a big grin on his face, even though he's absolutely petrified.
And he'll wear his glasses.
And he'll wear his glasses, and he'll go, "Oh, I'm a bit nervous about this." He's like, "I only finished this last night. I haven't really even gone through it yet." And we'll go, "It's all right, mate. You're bleeding." He was like, "Oh, do you think?" that is exactly
To take this
how it will
clip
go.
and then put it over.
100%.
When the thing happens, we'll compare.
Absolutely
Yeah.
happen like that.
Yeah.
But then he'll sound great up there.
Brilliant.
So I told you.
There's no one like him. Well, without further ado,
Adieu.
that's the end of today's podcast.
Yeah.
Nick, it's been a pleasure. Honestly, these Monday nights.
Lost for words. Lost for words.
Well, thank you everyone for listening, and we'll see you next week.
Oh, actually, can I just mention something? No, we'll do it on the next one. And move on.